today, and that's the reason we're here.
We've been using this form, as well as many others, of interactive theatre, and the idea is to try and not necessarily replicate, but at least try to somehow look at and explore and analyse those complex situations from clinical practice. As the elephant in the room, as is the idea of all of this, Tales from the Heffalump. This is the play about the office elephant, and there's lots of elephants out there, isn't there? This is the office elephant. So, let's have a little watch.
I've worked here 4 years now, I think I've lived down here, and in all that time I've never seen a big campaign on anti-stigma, so this year I thought, well, let's change that, and this Forum Theatre event this afternoon is part of that campaign. So basically, as you can see, we're working with Time to Change, the national organisation to challenge stigma. The majority of people with mental health problems suffer from stigma and discrimination on a weekly, if not a daily basis. And that's everything from name calling to being treated badly to being treated poorly when they go for jobs and, ridiculed in the workplace. So it's really trying to challenge those views. If you accept that 1 in 4 of us has a mental health problem, that's a lot of people, and we want to make the world a better place and actually challenge that.
Well, a big part of any forum theatre is about finding out about the patient narratives, about the people who have experienced stigma in the workplace, and once we've actually got out, if you like, a bank of stories, real life stories, it then becomes about how we then put that together in a format that will be played to an audience. Forum theatre itself is usually in the form of a play, where it often doesn't end as well as people would like it to. So it has an unsatisfactory end, or certain individuals within the play experience conflict and or adversity which needs to be overcome. What then happens, of course, is then the audience have the opportunity to then make changes to the play by getting up and actually taking over the actors on the stage. But then what's going to happen is we're going to play the scenario again, and the power is going to be yours. We have a stop. We have our first stop. Give it a round of applause.
No more duvet day, Sam.
Alright, okay. My office.
I guess we have, in any one year, 1 in 4 of the entire population actually experiences some kind of mental health issue, which is a huge number of people. But you wouldn't think so from the number of people that you meet who talk about it. It's something we don't talk about very much. It's the elephant in the room very often that we've talked about during the campaign.
Well, certainly Time to Change talk about the elephant in the room, and that often means that there's a number of discussions which aren't being undertaken in the workplace, and I think the easiest thing that people can do is just start to have conversations.
And I think stigma associated with mental health issues, the discrimination that people experience, the way that they feel they're not treated with the same respect as other people in society, is what causes people not to talk about it. Now, we need to confront that.
Don't be afraid to discuss, or even just ask a colleague sitting next to you, how are you? It's the easiest question, but don't be afraid of any of the answers if it's not just fine, thanks. There might be other things that they want to talk about. If that person has put their trust in you to disclose, certain difficulties that they may be having in their life, sometimes just listening is enough.